Welcome to another episode here in Carolina Panthers Franchise, where we're going to be doing the preseason and potentially week one. We'll kind of see how long it takes and how important some of these games are. We got to get the elephant out of the room first. All right, not even point him out. We got to get him the F out. We did not have a great offseason. We had a rough one. First, Xavier Leggette, who has been struggling as a Panther a couple of years now, demands a trade. We trade him over to the Rams. We get a third-round pick back, which, okay, fair enough. And then we pass on a very, very good-looking, maybe one of the best-looking tight ends I've ever seen. Superstar dev, 83 overall, 90 speed, for a wide receiver in Ben Roman. A guy that, honestly, if you really want to say it, is almost like another Xavier Leggette. Now, take it. You could be the same size. You could be the same speed. You know, you could be the similar build, but be a completely different player, and that's exactly what we're hoping for here. Got very unlucky with the lack of dev, but at the end of the day, this is a guy with a high ceiling, and we're going to give him all the chances to succeed. I don't really care about what his look is compared to another guy that didn't work out. This is a brand new player on a brand new team. It's a new year. Of course, some of the other concerns were, well, we drafted a second-round lineman that wasn't very good. Of course, he's not a 72 overall. He's just lower because he's at right tackle. He is a very good pure pass blocker. But yeah, right now, he's a wasted pick completely. Roman at least has a chance. As far as Metcalf goes, right now, he is a waste. So unless somebody gets injured, he is just simply not playing. Of course, looking at the rest of the roster, though, a lot of the guys that we're used to seeing, we did end up finding a star dev as well, Chauncey Shields. He looks pretty good. 84 is an interesting number for a smaller guy, but we've seen in the past, kind of worked out well for them, and then not once they were in the NFL. There's potential here. Could be a kick returner, if nothing else. Then also do want to note two other things. Some off-season workouts. Ferrario, he is now 93 strength, really working on the strength and conditioning aspect of his game, and he is a lot stronger. Of course, still about the same speed. Every other rating is the same, but he is a lot stronger, so kind of fitting that big guy mentality. And then James, the biggest of them all, 90 speed now, 93 change direction. Everything else is the same, but just a little more elusive, a little bit more in line with a guy you would expect to see at that size. 5'6". I need a little bit of speed there, a little bit of change direction. He worked on that, and maybe he's a little more viable, maybe not. At least he'll be a little bit better in the kick returns, I suppose. But now we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where, again, we changed a little bit, but not really. The big thing is Mr. Teddy Wright, the strong safety, 6'1", 212, 21 years old. A little bit of hit power, definitely more than we've seen with Belton. Belton was like 66. Man in zone, looking good. This is a guy with some potential. The only problem I have is injury, stamina, toughness, mainly injury. What's going to happen there? It was a tough draft, let me tell you. It was a really tough draft. Didn't really do much in the free agent department either. I mean, you could even argue that Dillard should be like a starter somewhere on this team. I mean, this was just a blunder of an offseason. Of course, we had a pretty bad draft pick because of, winning a playoff game. But still, no real excuse there. We did not improve the team as much as we were absolutely hoping for. And then as far as like our linebacker unit goes, we still have to wait a little while to see Eddie Butler. He's still got that torn pectoral. Hopefully he starts the season at this point. We're going to be sitting with him as a backup. Of course, we do now have Troy Anderson, which for now it's going to be Long starting over him, a rookie. We know what we got with Troy Anderson as far as like this rookie Trent Long goes. I have no idea, so we'll have to see. Regardless, though, if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. 500 likes, and we will have the next episode on Monday. There is a chance we still have it on Monday no matter what, but just throwing that out there. Guaranteed on Monday if we hit 500 likes. Also, Malik Willis has an upgrade. Goes from 68 to 70. Not a bad little upgrade there at all. Of course, this is our backup for this season and potentially the future season. We have him for 2 years. Really good upgrade there. So if something were to happen to Bryce Young, we got a decent-looking backup, in my opinion. And for anyone that's been asking about the sliders, here are what we're going to be going into this season with. These are the sliders I have on all Madden. I have it on comp, but I think for preseason, we're going to go back to sim and see what that's like, see if that, is maybe back with these sliders able to be done. But personally, I just think the game on all Madden is too easy, and I know there's other people that do agree that it's too easy on base. But then there's some people, again, unless my account is glitched, that think it's too hard, and they lower all of this. Like, they make it easier, which I personally, when I change this, it is too easy for me. So I'm going to play it on this. I like the challenge, especially as a team that is still like, you know, not better than most teams that we face. Most teams we face are better than us. So with that being said, yeah, those are the sliders we're going into the season with. We're going to try and unsim for preseason, but there is a good chance we go right back to comp. Here we go at Bank of America Stadium. We're going to be rocking some different playbook changes and whatnot, just so, you know, maybe we like something different for the year. You know, normally we go NE or TEN. You know, if that makes sense. 10 or NE. Don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, sure. 6-minute quarters for the preseason, testing out who is that guy. Of course, kick returns, we might need to mix it up a little bit more because I think we let Hardman and James get away with being the starters too long despite having some iffy returns at times. I know Hardman specifically has been solid, but here comes the offense. You know, first team, you're not used to seeing them out there, you know, right away, but with the changes we have, especially at wide receiver 2, I think we have to. You know, right tackle, wide receiver 2, it's important. Let's go left. I do worry about Ferrario, but I just think he has so much potential as Chuba Hubbard goes for quite a bit there on the first carry for 9. Please let Roman be that guy. Please just let him be that guy for us. We got a bunch of guys here. Let's go to Roman. Screw it. And I don't know what the hell just happened. Sure, we could have dumped it off. We could have, you know, ran, obviously. But, you know, in a situation where, let's say, we need 15 yards plus, I'm testing that throw, you know? As Chuba Hubbard, I almost called him Chubbard, gets the first down. We're not doing this. We're not calling him Chubbard. Roman on a little zig, forcing it to him for sure. Gets the catch, though. Gains about 7. The number does give, again, especially if we aren't playing week 1, which I'm not sure yet. We still have time to change numbers if you like something else, as Chuba Hubbard is just insane. But definitely get major DJ Moore vibes. I might like number 2 more than 12, can't lie, which ironically now is still kind of DJ Moore vibes, just different team. Play action. I mean, Roman's open. Good catch. Big play. 12 yards. Leonard Williams injured for the Chargers. I didn't think he was even a Charger at all. Of course, no matter what happens here, Roman could literally put up 300 yards in this game. I'm not going to get too excited because I just don't know how it's going to go. Tough throw. And Musgrave holds on down to the 1. That man is the reason why we passed on the tight end. And I get it. You don't need only one tight end. And if you find a really good talent, like the Raiders we've seen in real life with the Brock Bowers, you just take talent. But at the end of the day, really good drive there for the Panthers with Brooks as the touchdown scorer. If Roman's good, I don't regret the decision. That's really all there is to it. All right, defensively, we're going to be starting out at the 20-yard line. Of course, the depth on this team at certain positions, not the best. I mean, if we lost an edge rusher, a DT, our team is looking a little thin, right? Especially if that DT happens to be Casey Maxwell, because I just personally think it's not even remotely close. He is the best defensive tackle on this team. One of the best in the entire league. Derek Brown, he doesn't even really eat the double team, so there's no excuse there. Oh, a little RPO action. Great tackle attempt. That's a big fella. Is that him? Wait a minute. That's him. Get him! That's Elijah Harris, I'm pretty sure. Because they drafted his big ass. Dude, he is not 6'5". Now I really regret it. What a hit. Oh, my. Charles, the rookie. Big hit. He's 6'5", right? We got to see this. That is insane. He literally looks like 6'7". A lot. Dude, every time I look at this guy, it pains me. It pains me we actually passed on him. What was his injury and whatnot again? Please tell me he's like really injury prone. 85. I mean, 85, 83, that is injury prone-ish, but I think you avoid injuries most of the time with that. We got Wright going against McConkey. Wright has 77 man coverage, so we'll see how he plays that. Obviously, we're testing things out here. Pretty good defense, and that's Wright. Great D, knocks it out. That's a 4th and 8. Great defense for him. All right, first test with James and the new workout regimen. Not like a crazy jump, right? 2 speed, a little bit of change of direction, but still could hopefully make him a little more agile. Yeah, I mean, he definitely feels more agile. It's not game-breaking or game-changing necessarily, but it's interesting, right? Of course, normally we would just do one game or one drive with the offense and then call it a day, but I feel like this new look, we need to take more looks. Oh, there is nobody open here. McMillan, of course. Oh, my! Oh, what a catch by McMillan. Clutched up. All right, Roman underneath. Oh, he was blocked up. He got hit by somebody. Should get ETN back out there. ETN's kind of lucky to be on the roster still after last season, to be honest. Oh, we bounced it. Ah, we almost got it. Huge loss. 3rd and 11. Let's see how we respond. All right, it's not a bad looking play. Couple of setups in there. That's a pretty good throw. McMillan, big to the outside of the 40. We don't hate it. We do not hate it. There's no wonder why McMillan had the most yards. I mean, look at all the plays. They're all set up for him. In trouble. Good catch by Sanders, but probably not one we wanted. Loss of 2. Like, most of our plays are just like, well, the second receiver just drags everyone else out. Take McMillan, overthrown, who holds on for 3. 3rd and 9, got to make a play. All the backups are now in, so that's kind of unfortunate. I really wanted... I'm going to keep Roman in, though, I think. All right, conversion time. Is that wide open Sanders? Oh, my Lord, Willis. It's not even close. I like the confidence with the throw power, but that ball was horrible. We're at the 39-yard line. They're telling us to punt it. I mean, let's just treat this as like, okay, we got to get this. We got to get this. Roman is wide receiver 1. McMillan is injured. Can we make the play? It's not a great route, and I really would have loved to see that call, to be honest. He gets a hand on it for sure, but you got to make the catch there. I'm telling you, McMillan catches that, right? I mean, it's hard to compare to McMillan, but I'm just saying. We'll have another drive on defense as well. Some decisions here to be made, especially at linebacker. We got a lot of linebackers. Some, guys that once upon a time were some of the best in the league. Oh, we just overran with Davis. Oh, we just missed the tackle there, too. Troy Anderson clutching up as he does. Who even is running the ball for them right now? Who the hell even is that? Try to swat it because I thought he was going to throw it. There's no way he gets out here. Okay, good knockout on the throwaway. Who even is their QB? Well, whoever it is about to score. Well, game defense, play better. Let's call timeout. And we do not get it. I don't think, at least. They're at the 50, so who knows? All right, come on, fellas. They're kind of beating us up. Oh, at the line. Huge hit by Wright. Knocked him down hard. Kind of beating us on the offensive line. I will say our offensive line's looking good, though, so say what you will. Oh, that's a good move. Oh, wow, there's nobody on the freaking running back, and that guy has no power for a big dude. They're going to do it again. How do you stop it? I don't know. Get up in there, Davis. Maybe it isn't. Might not be a QB sneak. It is. Oh, and we crushed it. They didn't even come close to converting. Tyrus Sapp making the stop. Our 4th DT on the list. Could be number 3 by the end of preseason, as he's got some potential even if he's normal dev. Of course, they are going to go for it. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you would in a normal situation. I don't know if he can run commit because they got enough bodies out here, but I also think we should have done a little more on the inside. Wow, we actually let the tight end just bounce off like that. They're so desperate to barely be getting these first downs. I mean, just trying everything from like a yard out. We're on this. Perfect coverage, and he is coverage sacked. Even though it's a blitz, and we should have got there sooner. Coverage sack. Number 58. The hell? That will need to be looked at. Jabo stealing the number. I mean, I don't know if it's technically retired or if it ever will be, but it's still, maybe. Pretty good coverage, and he throws away instead of taking the dump down. 3rd and 18. It's going to be a tough conversion. Of course, this is where if you're them, you're really testing your ability to pick up maybe like 5 to 10. Just get in field goal range potentially. And that is kind of the play they ran. Got all day to throw again, and our number 2 is like we talked about with that depth on the D-line, not looking so good. Although ironically, some of the guys are starters in there. Shields on the return, if he even gets one. Of course, they're in pretty short range here. I imagine it's going to be tough to get a chance on this. We don't want him to make a bad decision just to have a chance. And he run away. Just giving it a look just in case they, get sloppy with it. All right, team facing a 3rd and 1. This should be rather easy to convert, but we'll see. Saucedo. Roman, wide open. Good throw, sort of. Behind him, really good catch, though, considering. Again, these are number 2s. A lot of these guys aren't number 2s, though, right? There's some starters in here, but you want Roman to look good against these players. It's another force of a throw, and he catches another tough one. To the 16-yard line, in fairness. No more timeouts, though. Jalen Coker probably our number 1, but we'll see how Roman plays it, because if we can get out of bounds, it's worth it. Oh, he is wide open. Decent route. Overthrown. Still scores. Not bad. Not bad. Like, sometimes you can tell if someone's got that superstar or X-Factor, ability. I don't see that yet with him, but I think he is a solid player, right? It's still the first preseason game, so it's going to take a while, but Yeah, I don't see that, like, day one of the best receivers in the league, but I see that day one very good wide receiver 2 in the league, which is what we need. You know, McMillan's fine. McMillan's obviously wide receiver 1, so okay, not a bad first game for Roman. 3rd and 12, defense on the cusp of not allowing a score, so huge moment here in the game as KC Maxwell actually gets completely locked up. We're containing him, though. Oh, that's a good play. Finally. Wow, I can't believe we threw that away. Finally, we get in there as Jabo. Not great. Definitely not worthy of that number, I'll tell you that much. A 60-yard field goal. Why not try it? It's Dicker. He's got the leg. And it is going to just make it. Wow. What a kick. That is actually insanely impressive. James still on the return, even though we have other guys out there. James, again, you know, it's minor change. He's a little more athletic than he used to be, but he's still not the most athletic guy in the field at any given time. 3rd and 12, we got a lot of Ben Roman out here. Gonna be a holding potentially. Gonna force it to him. Holds on again. 4th and 1 if it's not holding, but it will be. It's tough. Is it Ferrario? It is Dillard, actually. I don't think Ferrario's in. Wait, they declined the penalty? What the? Wait, that is so brain dead. You're feeling good about 4th and 1? I mean, maybe they know more than us. Willis, see if he can convert it. And he won't. Okay, they know. Wait, they're going to call that a first down? The hell? Well, not my problem. You want to use replacement refs after it's all over? That's fine by me. Let's try to drive this in ourselves. You want to use replacement refs when you don't need to? Go for it. McMullen. Good throw. Great catch. Touchdown. We have eliminated the Chargers in preseason here. We have killed them. And then an interception for Calvin Smith on top of it. And then another touchdown, this time to ETN. The Chargers are getting destroyed. They finally get a touchdown, 40-yarder to Trey Harris, guy we actually tried to trade for, which if they got him playing this deep and he's been on the team for a while, I'm just saying, maybe you could have traded to us. Maybe you don't actually care about him. I'm just saying. 3rd and 1. We're going to pretend like, you know, you got to get a stop. We're leading by 4 right now. Get in there. What the hell is this? Almost a catch. I mean, he caught it, but almost like an inbounds catch. Is that also the super tall tight end from like a year ago? Dude, what is it, the Chargers and tight ends? They're insane. Try to get out there a belt, and we don't, but the team gets there. The stop is made. Turnover on downs. And they're giving us a chance at Roman. I'm going to look. What the hell was that? What is Roman doing? I get that's kind of the route. Like, you're supposed to, like, sell it like you're not going to go deep. But he, like, completely stopped. Oh, my. That I feel sorry for Willis about. I don't even know if it was Willis. Maybe it was Dalton. I think it was Willis, though. That's crazy. They actually kind of came back a little bit. 28-17, though. Pretty good win for us. Pretty good win. Defense was very good. Offense, Roman, I liked it. Right? You know, most of the catches were kind of tough, and he held on to almost all of them. So we'll take that for sure. Team looked great in the passing game, too. Backup running backs, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Roman, though, 10 for 135 and a touchdown. Not a bad start. Rack average was kind of low because it was just, you know, sit and shoot kind of situations where you got a spot that you know he's going to be open at or try to be open at, and he's going to catch it and then go down pretty much. But, yeah, Dante Thornton Jr., I mean, they have just all the wide receivers in the world. They are looking good. With those three as their wide receivers, Thornton, Trey Harris, and McConkey, that is a good trio. Like, that is a really good group of guys. Maybe we do try to trade for Thornton if they don't want him. See what kind of value he has, because, I mean, he's at least a second-round pick. Just the way he looks with the speed and height around user folk. Yeah, it's a lot more than a second-round pick. It's a first and probably a third. You just don't throw away, you know, potential like that. Of course, Ferrario. Really curious to see what that dev looks like. I'm praying for a superstar, but let's be real, it's probably not going to be superstar. Actually, we probably would already know, or maybe he hasn't hit that milestone of getting an ability slot. Either way, KC Maxwell, 4 to power move. Okay, makes sense. Let's take a look at the abilities. He gets reach elite. Not bad, actually, for a... I mean, he's not a run defender, but for run defending. Now we go on to preseason 2, where we have the Denver Broncos. We should actually be looking at these rosters just even quickly, not like really going over each one of them, just going past them. Rookie OTAs, I still don't know what the hell that does, to be fair, but let's take a look, see if there's any injuries as well, because injuries are plenty these days. Wait, what? Oh, that's just residual. Okay, I was about to say, I thought you got another one, dude. I was like, he isn't even playing, man. There's no way we're this unlucky with injuries. Broncos, yeah, I mean, there's some injuries flying around here, I gotta say. Definitely, it's not safe on these streets. Take a look at the Broncos, see what their team looks like. So, Bo Nix looks good at 84. Chase Brown's their starting running back. A lot of speed. Wide receivers, they could use some help. They are not really developing well, and more importantly, these guys are, some of them, a little older, especially, I mean, a tight end, wide receiver 1. O-line, their tackle position sucks. Left guard's great, center's iffy, right guard's iffy, right tackle's iffy, sort of. Yeah, Broncos aren't really that good of a team here. I can't lie. I know they're more for their defense anyways, but in general, this is not a team that fears me as much as I thought it would. It's preseason anyway, so I don't really fear anything because who cares if we win or lose. But yeah, if we saw them in the regular season, I'd be like, oh, damn, the Broncos. And I'm like, oh, damn, the Broncos? That's it? That's all we see? But yeah, let's do this rookie OTA again. I don't know what this does, but hopefully it's Roman. And whatever it does, I'm just hoping it's Roman. And it's not. It's a linebacker, Mr. Charles. Focus on development. Even though, again, I don't know what the hell that does. It just never does anything whenever I'm around, I'll tell you that much. And we got 2 upgrades for this upcoming matchup. You know, a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter too much. I really wish you could actually just do run blocking, pass blocking. But no, it's just pass blocking or whatever the hell this is. It's just like, really? This is what I got to do? Like, I remember the ways of the world. Could actually upgrade whatever the hell you wanted. Oh! No, it's an ability. So I was about to say, it's a kick power upgrade, which I don't even know what it is. It's 90. Okay. Let me know your own players, bozo. Zen kicker. Slower kicker meter for better power and accuracy on kicks over 45. Okay, well, that would be insane if you were an actual kicker, not a punter. But, and we'll take whatever we can get. Of course, let's actually look at the trade block again real quick just to see where we're at. I still really would like Trey Harris, but it's just not going to happen. Like, what are we looking at? Yeah, it's just not. I don't know why. They just really will not let him go. I'm curious to see what their roster looks like. But as well as Trey Harris doesn't have to be the only guy that we go for. Ty Felton, I don't think that worked out, did it? I mean, at this point, we're kind of locked in, aren't we? Like, Roman he's that guy. If he gets injured, he doesn't look good, we can make a trade. But as of right now, there's no point in trading for someone unless we can get him for insanely cheap when we have Roman as our projected number 2. Just personally. Some names here, though. There's some young names here that you could potentially develop. So we'll look. I do like that they actually give you that rookie XP boost and whatnot, because like if you look at our guy, he's 23. There's guys here that are 22, 23. It would almost make drafting who we took pretty much useless. You could just trade for this guy, you know? So kind of glad there is that little boost for being a rookie and chance of rookie of the year, all that stuff. Kyrie Samuels. I mean, there's some decent players here. Let's take a look at the Ravens. Kyrie Samuels, 87. No, thank you. Not today. Donovan Mitchell does intrigue me, though. 24 years old, 94 speed, 95 excel, 6'2". He's got that range that we're looking for. I don't even remember who is all on the list here. Hyde, it's another 6'5", or we need someone, around that 6 foot to 6'3" range. Do like 6'1", 6'2" quite a bit, though, so I do like where we're at with Roman. Yeah, again, I think if we're going to go for someone, we hold off. We wait until we get a little more idea of Roman, because I do like Roman a lot. And then you got guys like Jeremiah Green on our team specifically, 6'4", a little bit of catching there. I mean, I think we're going to stick with what we got, go back to preseason 2, and hope what we've seen from Roman continues. And there's a bit of a pattern, a bit of a trend, and maybe we just completely forget about that draft. We're like, oh yeah, we made a really good call because this guy is one of the best receivers in the league. Or we'll revisit it and be like, wow, we thought it was bad. It was way worse than we could have ever imagined. And why are we even playing this? It's pouring rain in a preseason game. Someone's going to slip off that rock. I'm suing, I'll be honest. If I can make a couple million off of just a little, hurt hip, so be it. It's not my fault. They should have had better precautions in play. You know what's going to happen one day? I'm actually going to get hurt. Legitimately, they're going to pull up this video and be like, see, he was talking about committing insurance fraud. GG, easy clap. No. I would not do insurance fraud. But if I do hurt myself, yeah, I'm going to get the best damn lawyer there is. It's going to take up all the winnings, and yeah, we'll be cooked. But hey, at least we'll win, damn it. Of course, yeah, this weather, I mean, fumbles, injuries, depression, there's a lot of it. There's a lot going on here. Let's take a look at James on the return, who, yeah, that juke move was pretty garbage. This is going to be a, well, this means nothing type of preseason game, but you know what? If our guys play well in the rain, it's better than not playing well in the rain, right? Very profound words from me, I know. I'm just a wordsmith, if you will. And we got Mr. McMillan, a little crosser look. We should be doing better than this. Please. Wow. I'm about to say we should be doing better than this decision-wise. Like, we shouldn't be running play actions first down on heavy rain. And there's one of the reasons why. The ball comes out of his hand, maybe slips out of his hand, right to the defender with ease. Instantly intercepted. He was open. The ball's just vastly underthrown. Again, probably due to the weather, but that's crazy. Genuinely crazy. We already know all about their roster. We literally just looked at it, so yeah, let's play some defense, I guess. First throw picked. Charles, and forces the fumble. Charles! There is no damn way Ronnie Charles is this freaking blind, dude. 52-80. That's the amount of times I have yelled at the game already this year. It's been a month. Good sack, though. Charles getting in there. Free rush. Super long play action. It just never works out. I mean, is that a lineman? Who is that? There's all these tight ends that look like linemen. I don't like it. Like, I got to see who the hell this is. It could be this guy, but I think it's this guy, McIntyre. Like, I'm sorry, but that is not 241 pounds. It is absolutely a glitch. Like, what is that? That is 242 pounds to the power of 3. Dude is so much heavier than it says. I added a pound. Like, I literally added 242 instead of 241. Charles coming up on this offensive lineman. I'm behind. I mean, that's just too much time to develop as we miss the hit stick. Not Barnes. Charles gets the tackle down to the 3. Yeah, it's bad. It is bad. The weather is terrible. Everything's unhappy. Creeping up with Long. Huge play defensively. Loss of 4. All right, going to drop a little bit more into coverage. Got to still be weary because they definitely could pancake us all the way down for a touchdown here, which they will not. McIntyre's open. Everyone's open because Bo Nick's going to run, dude. Oh, no. Well, they're playing better than, week 1 at least. I got to say, giving a guy his first chance as a kick returner starting sort of in this kind of weather, pretty diabolical stuff. Like, what are we going to see? Pretty much nothing. Of course, with the game start we had, obviously, we're going to be coming out here again. Is that McMillan? I did not see that safety at all. I can't believe McMillan dropped that. It's got to be the rain. And McMillan might have gotten hurt. No, he's in the slot. Okay, I was about to say, he might have gotten hurt there. A little late over to Roman, who catches it for 5. Roman's got no leverage. They're just all over him there. McMillan's kind of your primary. There's nobody on him. Behind him, but first down. The only thing I don't like about preseason with a good run team is, like, what do you do? Like, I have to, like, kind of do the run game, right? Even though we know we don't need to worry. We don't need any, like, intel there. We know we got a good run game for the most part. We'll wait. Roman. It's a good throw. I mean, he's open. It's a really good throw by Bryce, though. Bryce celebrating, I should say, from the ground. McMillan quick throw, maybe. Nobody on him. Overthrown, but got it out as quick as possible to the 33. Worth it. Chuba Hubbard screen pass. I mean, the blocking is pretty important to test out. What blocking? To test out on these screens. You're getting a yard. Should have gained a billion. Roman again, and then outside could draw enough action where McMillan gets wide open. No, it's going to be Roman again. A little overthrown, but he catches it in stride despite the fact that it is high. Someone out there's waving to me. Hi. Hello. All right, Mr. Hubbard. Stretch play, which, yeah, looked pretty good pre-snap. As Chuba Hubbard will skirt into the end zone easily. Wow, I just didn't think. We look so slow. But I forgot, it's just because of the rain. Everyone looks slow, so they also took a time to get to us. Too long to get to us. Perfect blocking. The fullback who's actually a tight end. Really good work. Blazin who? And, of course, we'll play another series on defense because, again, they had the ball so close to the end zone. It's kind of hard to tell how we played because it should be almost a guaranteed score. And that was actually a really good change of direction with Merrick, who just crushes the guy. That was a good defensive play for sure. 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line. And a little underneath to the offensive lineman. It's 3rd and 3 at the 37. I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, just look at him. He literally has the same build as their right guard. Technically right tackle, probably. And yet moves like a tight end. And do teams really run Engage 8? Like, do they actually run Engage 8 ever? Like, we're running it now. I mean, I suppose you can overwhelm someone like we just did there. If it was a pass, it would have been sacked. It was a run, and they lost 2. I suppose you come all out on, like, 3rd and, like, 12 or something like that. You know, unless you got a really good quarterback on the other side, they might not see it. And even then, you probably throw it so quickly that you don't create enough separation for them to turn that into a first down. Good tackle, gain of 5, 3rd and 7. Bringing the blitz. Pressed up. Let's go. We're on the running back. And free rusher. He breaks off of it. Gets the throwaway. See, that's the problem, though. You get 2 players in there, and it basically is the worst thing ever. Solo tackler probably brings him down. 2 tacklers, though, they, like, disengage each other from the play. It's so stupid. It's been a problem for a while, just like our punt returner just doesn't even get up to it. All right, we'll do one more drive. All right. The first drive didn't really count. We want to do 2 drives a game with Roman, I think. So, good test. A little predetermined, but that route is pretty clean usually. Oh my lord, he just died trying to juke because of the rain. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Let's go ISO. Good cut. Gains about 5. What the hell is that? It looks like the old Machinima logo Roman's running. Machinima route. Let's go. Oh, it worked, though. Again, another high throw, slipping after trying to adjust. Now, obviously, hear me out. I'm focusing quite a bit on him, but in the past, I have focused Leggette, and he's just not always open, so we'll see if it's just a preseason thing. Oh, my God. Of course he gets a hand on it. McMullen would have been gone, dude. What a play. That's actually pretty insane now. Speaking of insane, nobody's on Roman. Is this not a touchdown? That the ball's at least halfway decent? And, of course, it's not. Tackle? Question mark? I don't know what the hell Roman's running here, but Chuba Hubbard's probably my main route. I lied. Please, Roman. He holds on. Tough catch. That is genuinely a panic for me, though. I seen that they cover the running back seemingly, and I kind of panicked over to our number 2 read. Screw it. He's not open, but screw it. If he would have caught that, that would have been the moment I knew he was him. I don't even know why we're worried about Roman. He's literally going to die before the season starts anyways, the way we're using him here in preseason. Speaking of Roman. Oh, my. He holds on. What a catch. But, dude, what are these throws? This playbook's kind of crazy. I don't know if I hate it. I kind of like it a little bit. Dude, what is that throw, though? Musgrave, probably my main route. Not a great route, but a good enough throw. Musgrave stiff-arming someone, spinning forward to the 50. Again, barring an injury, I really like Musgrave. So there's a reason why I kind of passed on him. Oh, I thought he was going to engage by the left guard. Happy marriage, but no, he didn't. That was a very ambitious cut, I will admit. 7-7, 2-minute warning. We're having a good drive here. Converting a lot of third downs. Starter's still in. Roman's back is just completely just disgusting. There goes McMillan. Little overthrow. Handles it well. First down. Yeah, just remind me not to throw the ball in the rain with Bryce Young. I mean, he's getting the ball there. It's just not been great. And that's a really good route. Good throw for once, too. Ooh, if he would have got that left, that would have been insane. I mean, he's doing his job. He's getting the catches, getting open. I like it. Coker open as well. Good throw. Maybe it's not the rain. Maybe there's just me being garbage. The hell is this? This is a disaster, isn't it? All right, Musgrave, you're kind of my, like, safety valve. Yeah, we'll take it. So late. And he holds on anyways. 6-6 gets it done. Say what you will, but that's crazy. Like, that is one hell of a play. I can't believe you caught that. Threw it late, but McMillan's still open. Huge drive. That I can be satisfied with. That'll be the last of offense besides the moments. All right, I guess 2 short-ish drives. Obviously, there's only a minute left in this one. Will suffice for defense. Especially in the rain where it's really hard to, oh my. Well, that worked out for him. Strip him, it's raining, why not? Yeah, these change of direction type of games, it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, that guy's Sutton. Wow, well, that's Cortland Sutton going against somebody there. Screen pass underneath. Good tackle, tries to reach forward, gets a little bit, timeout. Change of direction matters a lot, especially when we bait all the time. It's really hard to get out of that mentality of just trying to bait every play. Great coverage on us, but unfortunately Sutton just wide open. On the return is Shields. Pretty good catch after. Oh my lord, he slips. Bro, this rain is crazy. Well, yes, I did say last drive. We're not going to. We're going to play another drive here. Try to create some... Oh, my Lord. He literally just flipped it back like he was trying to keep the ball in play. Relax, my man. It ain't that serious. Jimmy Horn, they're really just like letting the underneath open. Smartly, to be fair. Let's go Musgrave, who falls down like the rest. All right. Let's see it. Need to convert. Coker. Can't believe he actually juked without falling down. First guy on the team. Play's not bad. You got Coker on a pretty good route. You got a deep look to McMillan. Maybe a wheel route to Musgrave. It's a tough one. McMillan. There's no way that he just held on to that. Of course, I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. We're just going to call a timeout of 3 seconds and see if the field goal kicker can hit something. Again, I want to test this ourselves. I know the AI probably does the kick on his own well, but 50 yards in the rain from me specifically, yeah, I need to know. I need to know what my my limits are. And that's a pretty good kick for them to block. I mean, what do you want from me? That's a perfect kick. He just gets a hand on it. He just, oh, here we go. I'll just block this. Okay. And they literally score a touchdown in like 2 seconds to start the second half. Holy crap. Broncos are real, I guess. I mean, they didn't look that good to me. 3rd and 15. Got a lot of backups in, so we'll see how much of a disaster this is. Hardman. That's a great throw by Willis. Tried to outrun him, but of course a little slippage as well. Best throw of the day we've seen. It was from Willis. 3rd and 14. Can he do it again? Obviously receivers are a little bit less on the talent grade. I think that's a good setup. Especially when Hyatt gets it. Wow. First down. About to say that's a good setup for a potential field goal as we're going backwards again. Got a lot of plays that are kind of all over the place. I like it. I also hate it because I don't know where the hell anyone's going to be if I forget. Quick throw to Sanders. That's a tough one. Ah. Long field goal. They're going to say to punt it. I'm going to try kick again. Why not? Let's completely kill our kicker's confidence before the season even starts. How about that? Oh, no. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, it needed almost all that power, so. Well, there you go. 4th and 1, and these little scumbags are kicking a field goal to take the 10-point lead. Are you serious? Look at this team, though. Again, we talked about it. A little bit of lack of depth across the board. Oh, my. That is a pretty good bait. And we overran it like a moaf. Good tackle, but damn, we are struggling. And then Willis throws a pick. Oh, my Lord. This team, dude. On their own, they cannot move the ball. 3rd and 15 now. It's a good throw. Damn, that's a really good defense. Dude, 45 needs to get the hell off the field. Obviously, you go for this. Game's literally over anyways. Well, let's say, you're trying to win this game. You got to convert here to at least have a chance at the touchdown on the 2-point. Or not the 2-point, the field. The overtime. What a throw by, I think, Willis again, but dropped by Hyatt. Game's over. That's tough. That is tough. 30-14. Not as convincing of a game as it was in week 1. Of course, the rain, they're at home, but they had to play in the rain too. So unless they've just been practicing all week and we weren't, there's kind of almost no excuse. That's tough. Taking a look at the numbers, Wills with 2 picks. One of them wasn't one of them? Yeah, one of them was our fault. The other one wasn't. Bryce Young, sort of our fault, but Bryce looks good. Bryce looks really good. Rushing, didn't really run the ball too much. Roman, 89 yards, 9 catches. The guy is a dependable, possession receiver. Maybe one day he's more than possession, but for right now, I could live with that. We also have one new injury. Jonathan Brooks is out for a couple of weeks. Great. All right, heading on to the final week of preseason, taking on the New England Patriots. Playbook we're definitely not going to try out. I know that one well. We did move around the team a little bit, as I've seen a lot from Roman. I know right now, unless one of these guys just has an absolutely insane game, they're just not going to take his spot. So Green's going to get a chance here. Coker in the slot. This could be a big one, actually, for us over Horn. I know, Horn's star, but a lot of injuries, and more importantly, Coker's looked pretty good for us when he's actually out there. So Sato at the 5, Hyatt at 6. This is the tester lineup, if you will, right now. Also would love to get some more running back testings in there, so we'll definitely try to get those guys going. Probably play a little bit more of the 4th quarter than this one than before, because, I want to see some of those backups that maybe haven't gotten a chance. Also, we're going to start Metcalf this week. Defensively, nothing really changes here. Again, I kind of like where we're at. right? Linebacker's kind of a rotating shift, but I really like what I've seen with Charles. Obviously, Trevin starting. And then Butler hopefully is healthy for week 1, which means that he's going to just fill that spot right away. Like, he is obviously high potential, really good-looking player. Safety, I think Wright has been great. So, really, the question mark on this team would be backup spots. You know, who is the better backup DT, Sapp or Vernon? I think they're both good, so you can't really go wrong. Edge doesn't really matter. You know, if we have an actual injury, they're going to get in anyways. They're going to have their opportunities, but if we have an actual injury, it doesn't matter. We're going to be in some pretty tough shape. Really, it's just that number 2 spot, the number 3 spot at wide receiver, and then potentially 4-5. And then that's really it. I actually really like how way Ferrario has played, all things considered. Again, not the best player, but he's doing all right to me. Another thing I just absolutely don't understand is why do they always take off your abilities? Like, why are you constantly changing my crap? Stop. Also, this actually went down, if I'm not mistaken. Am I crazy? I think this went down. Under 300 yards. We're actually counting preseason. Dude, who codes these games, brother? Preseason isn't real. No one cares how well or bad you play in preseason. It really doesn't matter. It just doesn't. And yet, they're going to count those for going up or down in your abilities. It's stupid. Either way, we'll do our weekly strategy, play the Patriots, and set our lineup, talk about it a little bit, and probably end the episode, as it's probably already going to be a long one. And again, I just think doing 2 games of the regular season at the start, because of how important that first game is, and then 2 at the end with the stats and awards is perfect. You know, 3 games per episode outside of that, I think it's just perfect, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, we're already into season 3, and I see plenty of series where they're, like, barely in season 2, you know? So, I think our pacing's already pretty damn crazy. And speaking of Charles and Ferrario, we actually do have an upgrade, especially for Ferrario. This is a big one, because, honestly, you get that finesse blocking up, and he's not terrible. 70 across the board you can get away with. You can absolutely get away with that. I also do think that he is normal development trait. Oh, what an upgrade that was. 2 to run block finesse, 4 to base pass block. But yeah, he's got to be sorry. He would have developed way faster by now, especially being a focus player. And then Charles, what do we actually need? Block shed's bad. I mean, the coverage is bad too. We're probably going to find ourselves using this guy more often than not if we're using someone, though. So at the end of the day, maybe not that important to get that coverage up, because we're probably going to use him. Block shed might be a little more important. Either way, going on to the Patriots, final week. In this one, I think we're going to be trying LV. So, Minnesota, Denver, Las Vegas Raiders. Do they also do this every game? Like, I don't know if they do, but even if they do they do it in preseason? That's where it's like, really? Do they do that? I don't know. Either way, let's go against these Patriots. They're 0-2. Let's make them 0-3. At least the rain's gone. That's really the big thing here. I just need a clean game weather-wise. As we have Coker as the lead blocker. Shields, I mean, pretty good return. No real juke ability, but to the 39-yard line, not a bad run. But yeah, I mean, I like Roman a lot. I don't know if he's, like, you know, he's going to be the greatest guy ever, and he's going to hit the ground running, but realistically here, yeah, he is solidified at number 2. Don't really need to test him here. He was great in the rain, right? That's a good test, in my opinion. And there goes Musgrave. Again, say what you will. If he stays healthy, I don't need a tight end. So we have another good big fella on the team. Speaking of, there he goes. Not a great throw, but he tracks it easily with that size. Marcus Jones injured for the Patriots. Got Chuba Hubbard running one here and slips off the tackle for a gain of 6. We were feasting with this play with Roman before, so let's see if Green can do it now. They're a little more on it, but yeah, that's pretty clean. Takes a little bit longer to catch that, but yeah, first down. A little bit of violence swinging on the player there. Relax. Again, though, if we play a short attack offense, having a 6'4" guy there at number 2, definitely a weird fit as he fumbles the ball. Bryce is going to have the speed to catch Gonzalez, and he won't. No one will. If that's a legit fumble, that's a touchdown for the Patriots. Feet are hot. They should be. He just burned us. Quite literally. It just ran right by everybody. And I think he was definitely down. Although I think it allowed me to sim this. I'm pretty damn sure he's down, though. Let's see. I mean, that knee is down. Elbow is down. Everything's down. I'm down, if you know what I mean. Still down or not, I'm pretty sure that's the first fumble we've seen. So it's still like, well, what are you doing? You know? Vickers. Oh, nice caught. Oh, a little bit of speed from Vickers. Jukes inside. Well, there's the second. Down to the one. That is not coming back. As a running back on a team that's looking at 3 guaranteed running back spots, maybe a 4th without you, that fumble automatically just ends it. I love the change direction there, but you cannot fumble the ball when you're already a long shot. It's just not possible. There is no debate in that one. We probably should have been a little bit heavier in here. It's run commit. There's no way. And we blow it up for a safety. All right, maybe it's a positive, though. Could turn into a 9-point play. See how this punt goes. See if Coker gets a chance. I like Coker a lot. There's a reason why he paid him, even though he barely got to play. Barely in the landing zone. Not a bad spot for us, though. Oh, what is that? And he fumbled. Hello? We just fumbled 3 straight plays in a row. Excuse me? They must, dude, I'm telling you, there must be. We've been thinking about it in the online league. I mean, who said anything about online league? That home field advantages are on in between, behind the scenes. If the Patriots in last Madden had a hit stick one or a fumble forcing one, then I think this confirms it, personally. Like, that is insane. 3 straight fumbles. 2 of them legit. 2 legit fumbles. Oh, wow. Huge sack there. Sorry, I thought it was zipped up. Casey Maxwell with the sack. 3rd and 15. All right, from the 36-yard line. Oh, wide to the outside. Please. Nice swat. Wright does it again. Teddy Wright, I'm telling you, dude, this guy's talented. This guy could be something for us. And here goes Shields on the return. Really good blocking. I mean, that's just pure block. Spin move works. Gets blasted. Yeah, maybe for punt returns I like it, but for kick returns, I don't like short players. Like, really short. Oh, my God. P.I. What a catch, though, by Coker anyways. Get Lamb in next. Another unproven guy. Outside there, Coker gains a yard, maybe 3 yards, actually. Another play where we're kind of just seeing Zig as the main route. Let's go to McMillan, though, who is wide open. Try to cut it back, couldn't do it. 42-yard line, not a bad play. Let's test Green out on this crosser. I was going to actually put McMillan, but I want to see Green on it. See how long it takes him to get there. I know I have the tight end, but tough catch. Drops it. I'm not saying Green's a bad player, but he definitely is not a contender at number 2. There goes Lamb. Ooh, good cut, though. Just don't fumble. That ball is hanging when your grandpa's shorts are too short. I mean, what? Little fake out sweep. Oh, my. Blockers faked me out like they were going to actually do something. 4th and 2 on the loss. Can't trust this team with anything. Quick throws, McMillan and Coker. All over that, Coker. Great catch. Just got down before the guy even realized what happened. James is in. Let's see what he can do in the receiving game, potentially. They're on no one. Juke move did not work. That back juke. It's like, how do you back juke as a short person? Like, they don't even need to do anything. Just wait. Just wait for you. You short little legs can't really sell anything. And there goes James fighting, yard short. 2nd quarter, 2-3. One of our favorite plays to go to, mesh. Turn this into an out with McMillan. Predetermined every day of the week. Easy catch for someone like him. Big fella made it look easy. Could make it look easy again in the back of the end zone. Let's see this look. Nah, they're on it. Terrible route by Green. Good catch, though, 9. Tight end's wide open. Can't get that throw to him. And McMillan's insane. He is insane. 3rd and 2 coming into this game. Not going to see really too much of the starters after, you know, these little kind of moments. Until we play the 4th quarter, we're probably not going to play significant time. And there goes Wright getting burned this time. I don't know who that is. That Kyle Williams. Big play of 62. So Wright, decent man coverage, but just that speed is going to hold him back a little bit. So you got to be careful with, you know, putting him in man-to-man with no help. Right now we got a 3rd and 6. James on the motion. I put in Salcedo. I guess you don't really need to. I guess it's not motion. Oh, my. Terrible throw. Musgrave will turn into 5, though. James needing a yard. And there goes James. I mean, all they had to do is literally get a grab on him. He's not fighting it. They need us again at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3. Convert. Or field goal. Let's go Green. That's a good route. To the 5. Not bad. It is, in fact, a touchdown. Let's get ETN in there next. James on the outside stretch. And he's open. Let's not celebrate like that, please. I just want to know why they make you come to, like, almost a complete halt to celebrate. Like, please, relax. Motion. Hopefully we're on it. We're on this with Charles. He's going to take a shot. Horns in coverage. And they just don't let us jump for it, by the way. Flag's got to be on them, right? I mean, they took literally all day to throw that thing. Of course, declined because they did not convert. And here comes the return from ETN. Oh, my Lord, please. I got to say, ETN. This guy might have a true contendership for kick return / punt return. Fast guy, elusive guy, decent enough hands. I like him. I like him a lot. And screw it. It's 43 seconds before half. We'll play this drive too. But yeah, it's just like ETN is what we're hoping like James and all these other guys could be. Let's just give it to the guy that is those things. Oh, no. You could see we were just about to throw it to him. Had to wait it out. I think we did a pretty good job stepping in and out, but didn't really work out the way we were hoping to. We should have taken the zig. That works for them. Thankfully, McMillan got in his eye view. There's no reason for that to be picked. Like, that is just bad throwing. Not really much more to it. That's a good throw. Musgrave on the deep end. Let's take Sanders for 5. All points are good points when it's this early in the game. So even just setting everything up for a field goal is not bad. And there's some teams that wouldn't even take that chance. Huge hit. Probably not a worthy play, though. Play that we seen Horn do a lot of damage with. See if Coker can do it. There goes Bryce. Taking off. Sliding forward. We'll try to spike it, but we're probably going to end up calling a timeout. Yeah, long field goal is long. It is what it is. Spike it anyways, just for good measure. All right, 53 yards. Could have done better, but it's hittable. All right, should be good, please. Nice. Our field goal kicking has been so shifty. It has been tough, but if we played a little safer like that, we should be able to hit more kicks. All right, second half. A lot of the starters, if not all of them, are still in the game, which is, I mean, it's something. Trying to make a play with Charles. Oh, my. JC got cooked. All right, 3rd and 4. Can we make a play? Oh, I thought we had that. Oh, this could be picked off by Trayvon. And he does. What up? Huh? Did his right foot land on the other guy's right foot? If so, that's actually kind of crazy that they saw that. Hello? That, I don't know how that's not a pick. Because he landed on him? They saw the ball, and then they didn't get it. I don't know what's going on. Last play of the third quarter, if we convert the ball. Do you have Saucedo back in, by the way? Well, not back in, but he's in. ETN's a great throw. That would have been a sick juke move back to the right. Good play. All right, 4th quarter. We said we're going to play more snaps. Let's see it. It's a little bit of a panic. Oh, my God. Did he catch that? Jimmy Horn, you freak. See, it's not all about just being tall as hell, you know? Sometimes being short as hell works, too. Can't get that throw off. And again, somehow makes the completion. Willis is insane. The guy will miss some throws, yes. But still. He will also hit some throws, apparently. That's crazy defense. Again, though, Willis, crazy throw. Defense is actually playing really well for them, and their pass rush is getting in there. You got all their starters in still? What's going on? That route is garbage by Saucedo, by the way. That is literal terrible. Not as terrible as our decisions, as we just threw 3 plays in a row for 0 yards. Fantastic. Let's actually get Saucedo on something else. Even that's kind of intersecting. There goes ETN again. Ball's behind him, and he's literally a half-yard short. Wow. ETN is impressing me, though. And then crazy enough, they actually just throw a pick literally right after. I was like, oh, yeah, I want to actually play the 4th quarter out, and then I simmed it once, and it was just intercepted instantly. And yeah, dude, I'm just telling you, Roman looks 10 times better than all these guys, which is good. It's bad because, like, you want as many good players as possible, but it's good that Roman doesn't look like everyone else. Saucedo falls forward with a reach forward for 12. ETN, who obviously did not have a great year last year. Looking good in preseason, though. Oh, you got to block better than that. Maybe I should have not cut it, but we had the 2 blockers inside. I thought we'd get them. Didn't. Do like a little bit of horn action. Horny. I mean, what? There goes Willis. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. What are you doing? Huge touch on Malik Willis. We got speed at QB. See Horn on that outside. 2-point conversion. They're telling us to go for this. It's a good throw. Great route. Yeah, I mean, Coker's good. I think we have a solid 4. Outside of 4, I don't trust anybody on this team. But 4 receivers is good. It'd be strange if you're able to say, I know I like our top 6 wide receivers, but 7 and 8? No. It's like, well, that's more than most people have. Stevenson, stiff arm like crazy. And they are moving in a hurry because they know this clock is gone. So if they were to try to like play this out like a real situation, Jameis Winston seemingly the QB, they would need to get this out quick. And wow, good D, long. He's got long D, baby. Yeah, I know. I telepathed that joke a little bit, but it was worth it. It really wasn't. What's wrong with our DT position, by the way? Like, why is KC got to play so much? Oh, Lord. This guy's tall. Are you kidding me? Jalen McMillan, 58-yarder. You're not getting away with that one that easily. We got to see, like, look at this frame rate. Can I not get this in-game? But what are we doing? Smith, he's in perfect coverage and just gets mossed. Might as well blitz. Can't play coverage anyways. At least we got to the ball faster than them. It's a positive note. Oh, crap. Who the hell is this guy? And, wow, good play. Again, long, killing it. Let's chill a little bit. How about it? Let's chill just a tad bit. Got too much going on. Linebackers are playing pretty well, though. Linebackers are not a problem on this team. I don't think anyone expected them to be. As Trevin Walls comes up and barely allows anything against a receiver. Anderson going against a receiver. I got to see this because he's got size and speed, so. And that's tough for the receiver who did burn him. Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. At least you made up for it because that was pretty bad last time. All right, ETN. I'm really just testing ETN because I think we have our 4, but like how high does ETN go? So at times, ETN feels like the best running back on the entire team, let alone the backup. So could ETN find himself as the number 2 again, potentially? Who knows? That is not going to work well. Good job doing what he could, but yeah, it's just dead from the get. Little crosser action from Horn. I really hope Horn doesn't play well for us because I am going to make so many horny jokes. It's just not even going to be fun for anyone. I'm kind of getting excited thinking about him. Pretty good play, though. Sanders, always been a good team, tight end for us. Good number 2. Just, not dynamic enough to be our 1, I think. Oh, this is big. Good blocking. That's a touchdown. Oh, it's not. Jimmy Horn kind of looking slower than I thought he was, but hey, to the 19. Tell me what ETN has done badly, and I'll call you a liar. I will call you a liar right now. Caught the ball well every time. Ran the ball well. Change of direction's good. Speed's good. Blocking apparently is a thing. Oh, my God. Oh, look at Malik. I can't remember who's who. Screw it. He doesn't even jump. I hate these big guys. McMillan, you're the only one I love. Saucedo, no. Green, no. Don't get me wrong, the throw sucks, but the guy's 6'4". Is he 6'4"? He might be 6'5". Malik Willis does that. I'm treating this as like okay, well, you're now Aaron Rodgers. You got to get this Hail Mary to win the game. I forgot who everyone was, but I was pretty certain that's who that guy was. That is definitely too high, but also he doesn't even jump, dude. This is like the sumo special. This is a sumo wrestler trying to make a jump ball. This guy, trampoline world. Holy, who the hell even is that? Carlton Davis? He can get up like that? Let him cook? It's a hell of a play. That is insane. I love Willis, though. I don't really care. I really don't care that was picked. It sucks, sure. I wish the ball was a little closer, down, but all that speed, most of the throws have been good. I'm not going to blame an oh my. Missed, please. Not going to blame a sort of under pressure scramble around for 4.5 hours overthrow to a guy that's not going to catch it anyways. In a normal situation, we're obviously running. Obviously. Unless we had to throw it because it's 4th down, we're not going to get it, or, it's last play of the game. Oh, Lord, here he goes. Oh, he's so quick. Is that Jameis? No way famous Jameis is running like that, right? It is. Kind of insane if you ask me, but sure. Can't get up there. Damn, we baited too hard. Not really a bait if you just miss. Let's go all out. They're spiking this thing. They're down 17. We almost timed that snap. That'd be a really fun... Oh, what the hell are we doing here? That'd be a really fun experiment video to do. Can you intercept the spike? Someone's got to do it. It ain't going to be me, but somebody needs to do it. I got burned. I'll get him, though. I told you I'd get him. Down to the 2. Maybe not so bad that we're in goal line after all. Never mind. Why do they offer me goal line there, by the way? That's so random. That's Lathan Ransom. Again, why? Why do you deal with me? Like, that's just not even good. Oh, it's a good bait. He drops it. This is why we drafted a replacement safety. It's really not. It's just Belton's, like, he's literally the same overall as Wright, despite being, like, many years older. Again, it was... Ooh, can't get it. It wasn't a bad draft, just a lot of normals. I'm still coping. I know. But I'm not wrong. I will not allow you to say I'm wrong either. If 2 of those first 3 picks were hidden dev, nobody is saying anything. We're all saying, okay, yeah, you should have grabbed the tight end, but you did pretty well. You did all right, kid. But without it, yeah, we sold. Admittedly, we sold. Good recovery there. Elam back on the team, by the way. A lot of guys you probably notice are back on the team that technically weren't on the team as far as the draft being concerned. But yeah, they're sitting in free agency. They know the scheme. They know the team. Oh, my. Just darted it. Who cares? Don't really care about winning the game at this point. We're up 10 anyways. Just want to get a couple more reps in there. Now that is inexcusably bad. All right, Roman on a slant. He's getting in the game. Good throw. Good catch. Couldn't really do much with it. 6, though. Again, no one's going to say that Roman is the GOAT. No one's going to say he's just automatically going to be a great player, but I like him. I'm in trouble here. Get him! You better pick this... Brother. McMullen, brother. What are you doing? McMullen just misses his assignment, and then he's chasing him down. I got him, don't worry, I got him, don't got him. He knocks the ball out. Look at his hand, he punches it. And then he misses the recovery. Gets a handful of something, and it ain't the ball. Let me tell you, a little reach around, if you will. That's crazy. A lot of backups, a lot of starters, actually, and to be fair. Woods is going to take a shot. Hart. Oh, look at this guy. I don't even know if he caught it, but it says he did. Look at this guy, though. Look at this dude. The one guy I truly believe was absolutely snubbed of a starting roster spot. That is the one guy I'm like, yeah, that guy deserved to be the guy. Again, we miss. Oh, what is this throw? Roman. Oh, he makes it look easy, though, to the 37. Got to get that inbounds. But, yeah, Roman already probably the most yards in the game just through one catch. I like him. I like him. I am feeling a lot better about the draft pick after preseason. Sure, we force-fed the hell out of them, but we force-fed the other receivers, and they looked at least 30% worse. We have our starting 3. As much as I do like Coker, I just think Horn, he's more consistent. He has been in that slot role more, and he just brings something different to the team, right? Like everyone else is kind of similar height then if Coker's in the slot, whereas Horn, he gives you a little underneath. You know, you need a 3rd and 3 conversion. It's a tight window because they're playing good coverage all game. You got to hit a sideline throw. You know, he's a little bit tighter in there. He can get the feet down easier. Whereas if I need a big guy, I'm going to go to McMillan. If I need a medium range guy, I'm going to, Roman. So I like the tall, medium, short rather than tall, medium, medium. Even though Coker is a good player, I will say. So I wouldn't hate if he was a starter anyways at number 3. If an injury happens, I don't feel worried. That's what Coker is for us. He's the safety valve. As far as Roman goes, though, he's going to be way down the list, but yet very high on the board. 49 yards through 2 catches. There you go. Did that say 52 touchdowns? No, that's rack. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. I thought it said 52 touchdowns. I was like, that's pretty cool. What a game. Look, a couple sacks, a couple of picks. Good game for the team in totality, considering we were testing out a lot more stuff than normal, and we were to put up 40 if we were, like, trying to get down the field efficiently. And then we have an upgrade for Mr. DeMarcus James. Yeah, we got to get the juke move. I was about to say, I'll be honest with you, I think I see him as a receiving type of player, but if he got to 88, 90 juke move even, that for a guy that never gets upgrades, that sucks. That upgrade blows. Never going to get that damn ability slot. But yeah, just try to get that 90 juke move. Terrible upgrade, though. But yeah, now we're going to clear the roster, which I think maybe you guys want to see that. Normally we don't show this, but I really do like Lamb. So can I keep him on the... They just don't let me put him on the practice squad. I mean, I can't hold 5 running backs. Even 4 is kind of pushing it. So, sadly, I got to be real with you, though. And mind you, we had the +2 speed, all that kind of crap. James is a guy that is being completely carried by the fact that he's a unique build and he's superstar. Because realistically, he's kind of ass. Am I wrong? Like, ETN is 10 times the player he is. Brooks is way better. Obviously, Hubbard's better. Might need to get a real fullback. Could just put Ray there. I mean, he is, like, perfect size. Maybe a little heavy, but, you know, not really. He's perfect size for a fullback, to be honest. Maybe just a little tall. Receivers, Hardman stays. Evans is gone. Didn't really see him much. I got to be real with you. I think Saucedo might be gone. That would... I can't. He's got too much money tied in. Hyatt's definitely gone then, just based on, like, not having money. And then Shields. Can we hold 8 wide receivers? We'll see. Because Hardman really is just a receiving back. Not a receiving back, a return man, to be fair. Then, of course, we have Ray. Let's change that number as well. Let's get something in there like the 48. I mean, no, it's going to be like some super retired number for the Panthers. And I'm like, oh, well, they'll have that number. Don't worry about it. Henley, Dillard, Pert because of the mentorship. Edge, I think, is fine with 5. Corner, or DT definitely needs some thinning out. Sorry, Crumity. Never really gave him a chance, but old rookie. What can I say? Old rookie. Of course, we're going to start from bottom to top. I actually don't know, unless there's a million corners on this team, how we're going to get down to 53. There's a lot of guys on that offensive side of the ball that I want to keep, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Chip Thomas. Chip Thompson would have been such a cooler name. Sorry, but it's true. And then Javier Cook. I'm pretty sure I released him in the offseason because I felt like we didn't have any room. Oh, Wharton. Of course, this guy's being boosted up by... you know, he's actually not bad. Might be able to get like a 6-rounder off him. Yeah, like, our trade difficulty is on hard. It is on hard. And this is the trade we're getting offered. You know, I got people telling me, oh, you should trade for this guy and this guy. It's like, yeah, but it's not realistic. You know? I try to go into a train of thought of, if I was in a user league and try to make that trade, what would I get? Or how would I get them? And most of the trades you can get away with here, it's like half the value you would have had to give in an actual situation. Because I feel like a user trade is like a real-life team trade, right? We see dumb trades all the time in real life, but those are teams, you know, kind of trying to get rid of culture, you know, issues with that kind of stuff. Whereas you don't have that in game, right? Like, there's no guy in the locker room, like, you know, becoming a problem. He's, you know, it's just not the case. So it is purely talent-based around here. Jonathan Edwards... Don't even know who that is. I'm sorry, but you're gone. Yeah, I don't know how the hell we're going to get down. I really don't. Like, this is crazy, dude. Like, we have, like, tons of players still to get rid of. I guess Kenya Conley. I like the athleticism, but got to cut somewhere. Like, we have so many more players to get rid of. I guess we're not holding that many wide receivers. Who the hell do you get rid of, though? Do you really get rid of Shields? Saucedo was so bad in preseason, though. Green wasn't much better, but he was better. I can't get rid of Valdez. Actually, I probably could. We have 4 tackles. Damn, I don't know how we're going to get 7 players out of here. I really don't. Like, is Andy Dalton off the team? I really hate to do it, but Willis looked great. I'm gonna have to get rid of Andy Dalton. Have no choice. And as much as this hurts, I am dropping Joey Saucedo. I just think he had a garbage preseason, and I do not need 3 6'4" plusers, you know? I hate that for us, but other than McMullen, who did have a couple of rough plays, I kind of needed 3 tight ends anyways. That's the move, I think. That's the play. And here is the roster for Week 1. Coming up next episode, Week 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, it's not the best work we've ever done. It just simply isn't, but it's getting there, okay? The progress is progressing, okay? Ben Roman, biggest story this year is going to be, what will he bring to the table? Maybe he just kills it right out the gate. Maybe we just don't regret a thing. Or he just sucks, and we're making a trade very quickly into the season. Of course, Luke Musgrave looked as good as ever in preseason. Ferrario impressed me personally. I think he did really well. I think it was the guards, if anything, that struggled. And then defensively, right now, Barnes will be the starter, but assuming Butler is healthy when Week 1 hits, that'll be the starter. D-line is what the D-line is. Safety, Wright obviously wins his position there over Belton. The team is still a work in progress. I still like our chances at the playoffs just for, you know, our user ability, but yeah, It's not as far as I would have thought we were going to be after last season. I thought we were going to have a great offseason, thrust ourselves in the top 15 comfortably. Now, I don't know. I don't know if we're top 15. Maybe we're just right there at top 14 barely. Either way, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. 500 likes, we'll do the next episode on Monday. I imagine we'll do it anyways on Monday, but you never know. Maybe I have a different plan if we don't hit 500. It just guarantees it. Anyways, let me turn to Jeromepkr here. Second channel here, plays non-Madden content. Not sure what the plan is for Borderlands 4 for anyone interested over there, but we'll definitely have some sort of series. We'll at least start it up, try it out. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Should be a rebuild a little later today. And hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see